All right, welcome to Unity in the Unveiling. This is a space for healing, story, and strength before and after domestic violence. So, I wanted to start out with my story real quick, and hopefully, this is a story that will inspire you to keep moving forward if you are a person that has gone through domestic violence, or if you know somebody that's been through it, just know that you are worth being loved. It is not okay. It is not okay to stay there for the kids. Stay there because that's what people want you to do. Stay there just to save face because people believe that you um, and this person should be together. Y'all look good together for social status. None of that. It is not okay. All right. So let's get into it real quick. So let me take you back about over 20 years ago. I met my high school sweetheart. We got married. We had two boys, and one of my oldest son, our oldest son, he was born with a rare medical condition that required a lot of care. And so just think about like from the door. That was already going to be a very tiring um, time, tiring and trying time as a new mother, first child, faced with challenges, lifelong challenges that you definitely weren't prepared for, but just had to learn along the way. So, with that being said, my attention to the boys were constant. I was exhausted most of the time, but at the same time, I knew like I was also a wife. So, my ex husband, he worked. And so I still stayed at home with the kids, make sure they were okay, make sure the house was good, try to make sure that on the days where I didn't have to drive to like the medical appointments, where it was about 3 hours one way, so 6 hour round trips that could be 2 to 3 times a week. Still tried to make sure the household was good, make sure if my son had to stay during surgeries, like everything still was prepared and taken care of before um, packing for the hospital. Because again, he was the person that was working. I was the one staying at home with the kids. I had family that helped out a lot. Thankful for them. So again, my attention was on the kids and making sure they were okay, the house was okay, and then and also still making sure that my marriage was okay and intact. So one day, let me say the day of our wedding, it was the day of our wedding. I don't remember if it was him in the green BMW that he had in high school, because I was married at 20, I believe, 19 or 20. Or we were in the burgundy Lincoln Town car. I don't remember which car he was in or we were in, that he was driving. We were driving on this long country road after marriage, and it wasn't even an hour after we got married on our way home. And he was like, "You're mine now." And I just remember like the look in his eye, like, "You're mine now." And I was like, "Oh my gosh," he's saying, I'm his now. Blah blah blah. I was super excited because I thought that this was something cute. Like, yeah, he really into me. But yeah, when I tell you, those were could have like the whoo, nightmare begins. The nightmare begins. Those words, I can't remember the car we were in, but I do remember those words and that look that changed everything. Everything changed for me that day. While I was happy, I'm now believing that he was prepared to say those words to me, and it was for the worst, and I didn't know it. Had no idea. So, um, just wanted you to be aware, like there are some red flags that I ignored before. All of the abuse started. There were some red flags while we were dating that I ignored. And as I stated before, I thought it was just something cute, but it wasn't. Looking back, it wasn't. One thing was he slowly became controlling. There were times when I couldn't have my phone. He would break my phone, kept me from family. Uh, One another time, he tried to run me off the road. This happened while we were dating. But again, I thought it was so cute. Oh my gosh, she is crazy about me. Yeah, not cute at all, y'all. He shot at me one time because I caught him walking around like one of our local tracks or trails, walking trails with somebody else. And I brought it up. So he shot at me because I caught him, which was crazy. And every time, like after every hurt, every violent moment, that came the words like I love you, I'm sorry, I don't know what got into me. I didn't I didn't hit you. I popped you. That was something that I'll never forget. And that was during the time of marriage. It was I didn't hit you. I popped you. And it's a cycle that it keeps you trapped because you hear the I'm sorry, you hear the I love you, you get the gifts, and you really think that you can change people sometimes, but people have to want to change. And one time is too many times for somebody to hurt you mentally, physically, emotionally, try to degrade you. It's never okay. And I stayed for over 6 years in it. I stayed because I thought I could fix it, because I thought I could hold everything together, because I knew the kind of wife and woman that I was, that I could do it. I could be a wife. And y'all, another thing was like my church. That can be, I'm not against the church, y'all, but that could be one of the things that hold a lot of people in these marriages. Oh my God, we don't believe in divorce. Well, we also don't believe in getting abused either. So I really wish some of the churches or all the religions and would just say it's not okay. And if the people are in these situations, it is okay to move from them, because there's just some religions and cults that's telling people to stay in violent situations and pray things away. Well, sometimes people don't change and they have to want to change. So, and again, like I thought maybe I could change somebody. I couldn't change the person. So let me just put in before I began to tell like all of my stories. You'll get probably a clip, at least three three videos a week, or three uploads a week. And I'm just gonna put this disclaimer out there. Want to say that for the privacy and protection, some names can be changed. Identifying details may be changed, but it's my story. I'm Crystal. I'm real. My story is real. And I'm ready to share it to continue my healing journey, y'all. I am ready to share it to continue my healing journey. So this is just one part of my story. Maybe it sounds like yours or your sisters, your mothers, your friends, or just your past self. Unity in the unveiling is about telling the truth. It's about taking that veil off and uncovering those layers. It's about healing. And I'm saying that I've been there and I survived. I made it through it. And I hope that this is a platform that you can start your healing journey or continue your healing journey also. So again, abuse in any form is never okay. If you are somebody that you know is going through this situation and they need help, you can call the domestic violence hotline. That number is 800-799-7233. And if you want to share your story with me, you can share it anonymously. You can send me an email to letstalkuiu@gmail.com. Or if you want to be here and talk with me, you are more than willing to. I would love to hear your story, hear how you got out of the situation, how you may have helped someone get out of a situation. And just remember that there is unity in the unveiling. So I hope to hear from you all, and keep being unified and unveiling the hurts. Again, this is a space for healing story and your strength before and after domestic violence. We got this, y'all.